Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're regular here, you know I review many photographic, audio and video related products. Well, today I'm taking a look at a wireless microphone kit. Now, I review many wireless microphone kits. You'll see them all on my channel, but I haven't reviewed anything quite like this. This kit is designed for your mobile phone. It's designed for content creators, whether you're using mobile phones, possibly tablets. And I do know there's a lot of people out there that are using your iPhones, using your Samsung phones, whatever, for creating content, and they're great for it. But what's really important when you are using any kind of camera, whether it be a mobile phone, whether it be a mirrorless or your DSLR, is to get really good audio. Now, for example, this section of this video, I'm using my DJI wireless mic. You can see it here, and that's going into my Nikon Z30, which is up there. But if you're using a mobile phone, you don't really want to be using bulky kits such as this. I say bulky because it is actually quite bulky when you compare to what it is I'm going to be looking at now. And what we're looking at is the Comica Vimo M1 kit, the Vimo S M1 kit. And this is a box for it. Now, I don't normally do unboxing videos. I'm doing it on this occasion because I think it warrants it. It's actually a really compact kit, and it's brilliant for your mobile phone. I ordered it, well actually it was sent to me from the manufacturer for review. They asked me what would I like, either the kit with a lightning connector or the kit with a USB-C connector. I went for the lightning connector because when I go outdoors and demo it, I'll be using it with my iPhone 13 Pro. So obviously it made sense to order it with the lightning connector. So it comes in this neat box and everything is just so neatly packaged in this box here. So when you take it out of the box, this is the entire kit. Look how compact that is. That is the receiver for your phone is in this case, and two transmitters. So it's a dual transmitter kit. So look how compact that is. I'm really impressed with that. You compare that with something like the DJI mic, much bigger charging case, much thicker, much more bulkier to take around with you. This here, you can just, well, you can literally shove it in your pocket, and you've got everything in one case. Each charge will run the microphones for 15 hours. So you're not going to run out of battery charge. Absolutely not at all. And it's beautifully made. The sound quality I've already tested, but I'm going to let you hear the sound quality when I go outdoors and test it. But the sound quality is fantastic. So as I say, all you do, you put the two transmitters in this, or microphones I would call them, in this charging case, and it shows you at the top what your charge is. It's showing there 100%. Look how clear that is, really clear, and you can see it through the case as well, which is a nice design. Obviously with the likes of this one, you can't see, there's no LCD panel that shows you the actual charge, and to show you the charge you have to flip the lid open and then close the lid, and it kind of shows you these LEDs on the front of the case, which is fine. But what I love is the compact size of this kit. Now, when you're using your mobile phone, having a complete kit like that, you just shove in your pocket to go out to do 4K filming with, all you need is a light, and even they're really compact. I review many lights. I love the We Light products. I will leave links in the description of this video. But these are really compact lights to be able to use with this sort of kit. So you take out a compact light, your mobile phone, and this. You can go and interview people because it's got two transmitters in this kit and the one receiver. And I'll show you, how that all works. So basically, as I say, that's the charging case. You take out the transmitter, magnetic in here, so they're not going to fall out. So even with the lid open, there's no way they're falling out of this case, which I think again is a great design. So they literally just come out the case like so, and there you have a very lightweight, beautifully made, really lightweight transmitter, and that literally good quality. In fact, this has got one of the best clips I've ever seen on a wireless microphone. It's a really good quality clip, and it's very easy to clip onto a shirt, a jacket, whatever you might want to clip it on. So basically that's all you do. No switches on here whatsoever. There is a switch there for pairing, but you don't need to worry about that because they are paired when you take them out of the box. So you know, you receive them in the post, and then when you take them out, they are paired. So, you know, that is great. You clip that on your jacket, and the receiver for the phone confused me as to where it was, but it's basically just there, magnetic. That slots into the side there, and that is great, isn't it? So you just take that out, and then whether it be the lightning connector, which is what this one is, that's the lightning connector for an iPhone. So that literally just clips, you know, straight into the bottom of the iPhone. And there you have it. And it works on a gimbal. I've used it, and I will be using it on my DJI Osmo 4, I think that is. I'll be using it on that. And that is basically it. That is so compact. And it works with Filmic Pro, it works with Mavis, is it? Virtually all the apps you can buy for video production. It works with all of them. I've had no issues with that. So that basically literally clips on to shirt. And on this receiver here, you've got, which I really love, this is one of my favourite bits about this kit, is the flexibility and the ease of use. There's no fiddling around with menus. One thing I really hate about using mobile phones for content creation, it's all menu driven. Not with this microphone kit. It's actually very tactile, and that did surprise me. Also really pleased me. There's basically just 2 buttons on it, or 2 controls. You couldn't get simpler than that. You've got your level control here, gain control basically, and that works the treat. And obviously you'll be able to see the gain control, the gain going up and down on the actual meter of your camera. I say camera because it is a camera. So I'm loading that Movie Pro, I think it is, and you can see there. You can see there the gain. Yeah, you can. You can see the levels just down the side here, going up and down, which reflects where you have. I can't do it with 2 hands. That level will go up and down depending on where the position of this control wheel is. So fantastic. That's really good. And this other button is your stereo or mono switch. So push that in and you've got stereo, and then you push it in again and you've got mono. And that is great because you can, if you're doing it in stereo, when that splits the audio feed going onto your phone into 2 separate channels, because it is a twin channel system. So if you are interviewing 2 people, you can actually adjust those audio levels separately when you come to do your editing, and that is great. Or it's got mono, where it feeds both those signals down to a mixed track. So you can't post edit the individual track when you come to do the editing. So you've got a mixture of both. I tend to use I tend to use mono because I only have the 1 mic. So I want it split across both channels, and I want the level to be the same. But you can use stereo, obviously. So if you are interviewing 2 people, as I said, it splits the audio over the 2 channels. So great flexibility. But look how easy that is. That literally is just that 1 wheel there, and that'll control the gain for your microphone. And I think that is absolutely fantastic. Very nicely made, very compact. No weight to that, as I say, because that's, you know, great for using on a gimbal. It's adding virtually no weight to the phone. So, you know, that is great. And that just literally, as I say, plugs into it. And the case, as I say, is a great design, because when you are finished filming and you want to charge it up, you literally just slot that straight into the side there. Well, it's not the side, into the bottom of it. I like doing that because that's just so tactile, but so easy. Brilliant. It did catch me out how it was, you know, when I took it out of the box, but in that, just such a great concept. The transmitter just the receiver just slots into there, and then you've got your charging 2 transmitters go into the case there. So you couldn't get simpler than that. You really couldn't get simpler for really high quality audio. So what we need to do now is go outdoors and test this kit. So we'll go outdoors, we'll use I'll be using my iPhone 13 Pro, that makes sense, that's the only iPhone I have. Connect it up, and we'll go outdoors, see how well it works at close range, obviously, and see how long it works at long distance. Now, apparently it will work up to 200 meters outdoors in line of sight. That's a hell of a long distance, and I can't see realistically anyone needing to use wireless microphones at that sort of range. But you know, let's see how good it works, and then we'll come back in the studio and finish off this review. So we've come outdoors now in this horrid weather. Actually, it's starting to drizzle with rain, so I'm not going to take too long to do this. Now, these microphones transmit on the 2.4 gigahertz frequency, so they're license free, which is great. You can use them anyway, you don't have to worry about buying a license, and they work really, really well. Most wireless microphones these days do work on the 2.4 gigahertz frequency. These are no different. I've got it plugged in. I'm using the mono mode, I believe, and it's going into an app on my iPhone. So the sound quality you're listening to is coming off this Comica microphone. I think they're great, great little microphones. I've got the windsock on, just in case there is any wind noise or whatever, although the wind is quite low today, but it is really drizzly and it's dull and it's horrid. I'm getting sort of a B-roll shot on my Sony ZV-1F. It's a nice little camera. The ZV-1F was actually rated as one of the worst cameras by DP Review. I actually really like it. So what we're going to do now is walk down the garden path just to see how good these microphones work at distance. Obviously I'm really close to my iPhone at the moment, so you should get a really good crisp clear sound, but also what it's great for you to be able to listen to how good these microphones are. I was surprised when I'd done my test how good this microphone is. But now let's walk down the garden path. As I turn me back to the camera, the sound may go. Let's hope it doesn't, but it may well do, because obviously I'm not in line of sight because my body will be blocking the transmission. So let's now walk down the garden path. This little Sony ZV-1F is a great little vlogging camera. I can see the face detect is working as I walk down the path, which is great. Also the eye detect is working. There's only contrast detect autofocus on the ZV-1F as opposed to phase detect, but I think it's still doing a really nice job. The audio you're listening to though will be coming from the iPhone with the Comica Vimo M1 microphone. So let's now see, I can see my iPhone, I can wave at Mandy, I'm sure she'll probably wave back, but she's waving back, not that you can see that. But I can see the iPhone. Whether the iPhone can see me or not, who knows. But hopefully you can hear the audio crisp and clear. Let's walk down a bit further. Now I will put in the description of the video how far away we are from the how far away I am from my iPhone, so you get an idea how good the transmission range is on these Comica microphones. Now let's walk down a bit further. Now I'm down a bit further. I'm still in line of sight to the actual iPhone. I can see the phone from here, which is great. Although I'm getting my vlogging shot on my little Sony ZV-1F, but the audio will be coming from the Comica microphone as opposed to the microphone on my little Sony ZV-1F. I think the picture quality on the ZV-1F is pretty decent. It's a real yucky day. I should have put my ND filter on. I've got a variable ND filter. I should have put that on, but I didn't. So let's go down a little bit further. Now, as I've turned me back to the camera, there's a good chance actually that the audio will go, but I can't go down here too far. Let's see how far I can get. Let's get to about here, and just got down to the greenhouse, and I am still in line of sight. I'll wave to Mandy whether she can see me or not. Oh yeah, she can see me and she can hear me. So there you go. But again, I'm looking at my Sony ZV-1F. This is the first time actually I've come out with a little Sony ZV-1F. And I think the autofocus is working fine, even though it is only contrast detect autofocus. But what we're really doing this test for is to see how good the audio is with these microphones. And as I say, I'm not used to really connecting to mobile phones. I tend to use cameras rather than mobile phones for me filming. But I do know there's a great deal of content creators out there that are using mobile phones, as I said earlier. So this could be, and I think it would be, a really, really useful piece of kit to use with your mobile phone. So let's now actually go round by the pond to see how much it picks up a lot of background noise, because there is a truck in the background, well, a car, there's me pond noise, because these microphones are pretty directional, which is really good. So let's have a little walk around this path, and if we go here, now I am quite a distance away from the phone. I'm not in line of sight as I've gone around the sort of a bend on the garden path, and in the background here you'll be able to, well, there is a pond there, whether you'll be able to hear that, and we've got a little Sammy here wants to get in on the act. Oh, he's gone. There he is. There's our little Sammy. Oh, he's run off. You don't want to know. So there we go. And so yeah, we'll get back into the studio now, because it is starting to drizzle with rain. But whether or not you can hear this, I don't know. I hope you can hear it, because it does go to show how good the transmission range is with these microphones. Now, the likelihood that you're going to need, there's our little Sammy again. There's little Sammy. Say hello to the camera, Sammy. We're doing a sound test, Sam, just so you know. What do you think then, Sam? Do you think it's good? He don't care. He don't care, as long as he can chase the birds, he ain't bothered. So yeah, I think these microphones are great. Now, the likelihood of you needing to use a wireless microphone at this sort of distance is unlikely, isn't it? Let's all be honest here. You're going to be working a lot closer to the camera rather than at long distances. But on the other hand, it's useful to know that they can work at long distances if you need them to. So again, being that they work on the 2.4 gigahertz frequency, that's also great. So now, as I wander back to the camera, we'll see, you know, how good these microphones are. I'll go back in the studio so we can, you know, listen to them, and then I'll finish off a review back in the studio. I've just had a look at the clip we just filmed out in the garden, and I'm really impressed with the audio quality. There's no drop in sound, and I'm sure as you heard it, it works really, really well right down the garden path. And as I said in that clip, the likelihood of you needing to be able to use wireless microphones at that sort of distance is unlikely. But it's great to know that you can. So I was really, really impressed with that. Now, the kit, as well as obviously coming with this charging case, so that's the both transmitters and the receiver come in this charging case. Just connect it all up, and you've got a USB-C charging port at the back there. It comes with a USB-C charging lead, and I say once you've got it charged up, you can run the microphones for about 15 hours before you have to recharge them, and I think that is great. And I just think that is so incredibly compact, as I said earlier, for those of you that are using mobile phones for your content creation. It comes with some accessories in this little box here that comes obviously with the kit. Now in here you'll find your small cable, which is your audio monitoring adapter. So it's got your USB-C on one end, and you've got your 3.5mm jack and charging adapter on the other end. So you can actually monitor your audio through this connection while you've got the you know, this plugged into your mobile phone. It comes with your USB-C charging lead. Let's just get these bits out of here. It comes with two windsocks, which is great. These windsocks are very, very easy just to slot straight on top. There's no, you know, connections or whatever. You just drop it straight on top of a microphone. It comes with two of those, and your USB-C charging lead. So, you know, great piece of kit, very flexible. I will leave links in the description of this video where you can get further information about this kit and where you can buy them from. I'm very impressed with Comica microphones in general. I've been using them for a long time. I've been using the Comica Boom XD Pro wireless microphones. These are the wireless microphones. I will leave a link in the description where you can buy these from. And at the end of this video, I'll leave a link to my review of this particular kit. I really like using these with me wireless microphones. I've stuck labels on them so I know which one is, you know, which transmitter to transmitter kit. Brilliant piece of kit. So very impressed with them. And I've also been using, which I normally use a lot, is the CVM VM20 short shotgun microphone that you put on top of a camera. And this has got also your control for your gain control built into the microphone. Very, very nice microphone. Really, really good sound quality. Incredible value for money, as all Comica kit is. Incredible value for money for what you get, and that comes complete in its case. Again, I'll leave a link to where you can buy this from as well, if you do use cameras as opposed to mobile phones. So there we go. That is the review of a Comica Vimo SM1 wireless microphone for your mobile phone, be it Android or be it iPhone. Thanks very much for watching, and stay tuned for more videos relating to video, photography, podcasting, so on and so forth. Hit the like button if you like the content of this video. That would be fantastic. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. So goodbye from me, goodbye from Sammy, and see you in the next video. Cheers for now. Bye.